Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Houston Cougars, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Houston's offense will have the first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the back. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. First and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss.
Touchdown, Bears! Great job by the back on the option.
How about that way to start a game? They didn't even attempt to throw. They just ran it meticulously down the field, and that guy caps off a beautiful start to this game with a touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. And wings it incomplete.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you can tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Houston will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Still on his feet. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He'll pull it on the read. Jukes his way for more. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Baylor! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate.
Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Now on the option. Can't get him to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage...
There he goes! He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Quick toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to get the corner. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It's a draw. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and you'll get some groans from the fan base on that call. 3rd and long, you'd like to see your team air it out. I know you got the lead, but try to slip the draw play. And listen, the draw play is one of those plays, if you fool them, it might work, but it's a tough play unless you fool a lot of people.
The Bears will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. The option look. Now the pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Puts it out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined, run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Gets it out quickly. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Pocket breaking down. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They're up by 11 over Georgia. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll move the tight end. Going to the running game. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here comes the option. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Wall. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from
the stiff arm, and now he's got room. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougar! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive, Dave.
Definitely, and they get the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Cougars line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. The throw to the outside is complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Harris. Turning it on. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Trying to set up the screen.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the first down, and you're obviously trying to get the first down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on 3rd down. I like when you slip in there trying to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
Oh, and the attempt is no good, but there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this.
Looking to kick defense.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Trying to pound it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They won't let him in. He had a nose for the end zone, but he will be stopped short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Good right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Bears headed quickly to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Sends it downfield. Holds it in on the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Schuster. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And some room to work. Across the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got some space. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick handoff. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. On the option. He'll do it himself.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The pitch. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The Bears come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gets the back moving. Right back to the well. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Bears!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early. Drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Bust through behind his pad. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. Makes it past the marker. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll go right back to it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll try the run. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. To the ground with the back. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Yeah, and on 3rd and goal, they're saying, hey, we're still going to try to power this football and run it. Obviously haven't had success. Now getting to 4th and goal. Now it's a situation, do I kick the field goal? Do I feel comfortable running the football, or do I need to throw this thing?
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Wall. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Here's the handoff. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right on the money. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting...
Breaks into the open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Houston going up tempo.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Wall. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Baylor.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Now facing a 4th and long. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to